Hi. I'm still trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, she's tired.
Okay, shh.
So,
I'm recording.
I'm not that good. Well, I can't say I'm not good at this whole thing. I'm really not a taker. Like, if you know me, I'm like really shy.
Just like me.
Can you hear me?
Shut up.
They can't hear him.
You can't.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you. So, long story short, I chose the topic to speak to everyone about would be depression because depression is real. And if you don't think you're depressed, and if you're like saying I'm not depressed, most likely you're the most depressed person. So we go
Ooh. Something, the mic, something too close.
So yeah, we go through many depressions. There's a whole lot of different depression stages, but they all are depression. And the similarity is it all makes us not feel like ourselves out of nowhere. So my little depression story starts when I was 12. I want to say 10, 12. No, I moved to Georgia when I was 10. So 12, yeah. For me, like now that I understand what depression is, and now that I understand that I was actually going through it when I said I wasn't, and when I was trying to be like way too strong. For me, depression started when it just became me and my mom one day, like out the blue. Actually, Christmas Eve. I opened my first Christmas gift. Well, I'm not going to get too far into details of the story, but long story short, my 5 family became 2 in the blink of an eye. So one day there was me, there was my mom, there was my brother Jerry, there was my brother JJ, and there was my brother Jeremiah. Jerry, JJ, and Jeremiah they just like vanished one day. And then it was just me and my mom. They went to jail. Well, JJ and Jeremiah ended up doing some time. JJ got 20 and 10 and 10 out. Maya got 10, 5 in, 5 out. At the time, I was too young to remember, like, I wasn't understanding where my older brother Jerry had went, but apparently he came back up here. I don't know. All I know was my brothers was gone. That's all I know. And then it was forced to be just me and my mom. We made it for a little. One thing she did teach me was you take your anger out on the ones that you shouldn't, which is the worst by far. You don't notice it when you're depressed. Trust me when I tell you. But yeah, so it was just me and my mom. I met some friends, they became my family members. One became like a godmother, like my other mother to me. She took me in. Once again, I was too young to notice what was going on, or maybe my family thought I was too young to understand, or whatever the case may be. They didn't want to break my focus. But either way, the silence of everything that went on and everyone trying to act like it was normal is what broke me. So, my grandfather got sick one day. Mind you, this is after JJ, Jerry, and Jeremiah are all gone. My grandfather got sick. He had cancer. So, of course, if you know my mom, she was on the next flight smoking. My mom, being the daughter that she is.
One.
She wants to take care of her father. But once again, I didn't understand that. I didn't know. I just felt like everything was just being. It was just me. I felt like I had friends, I had family. I was like still in school. I was like everyone's favorite. I don't know, but I still felt alone. Like I didn't have. I had who I wanted, but I didn't have who I needed
Mm.
at that moment, which was my family. Like I'm 23 years old right now, and I still feel like me and my family should be in one household together. Like I still feel like the little girl, and I can't take that. Like certain bonds just never change. Like even when I'm around my family, like as like today, everybody we grew up with, like I feel like the little girl. I felt like got stolen from me. Like I feel like that little girl once again when I get to talk to my brothers. When we sitting around my mom, laughing, joking, cutting on her, whatever the case, whatever we may be doing, like I still feel like that little girl. Long story, my mom had to go back to Connecticut. Then after that, I really missed my family. I was just by myself. I felt like I was by myself. I wasn't by myself. I promise you. I was with really good people. I just felt alone. My God family, my dude, she passed away. That's my grandmother. Um, her and my God family, all I know is my mom, they all got together. I got back to Connecticut, where my mom was. So now I live with my Nana, my mom's mom, my mom, and my papa. Everything was good. I was in eighth grade. And I don't know, the summer went by, everything was fun, everything was nice and dandy. The end of 2013, I got a phone call, and it was from my cousin Rob. And he called me, and it was like, mind you guys, I told you I had three brothers, so I click with males, like males, they love, like we love each other, like our bonds. I don't know. I always click with the male before I could click with the female. So I had a bunch of guy friends, girlfriends. We all hung out. Their older brothers were my brothers. My older brothers were their brothers. We got into trouble like normal teenager, normal kids did. Nothing too serious or wild. Um, I got a phone call. I was at my god sister house, Ed, and my cousin Rob called me and said one of my close friends, which is a brother to me, had passed away. His name was Shamar. That I feel like that started off my circle. I call it a circle of death. That hit hard, and I didn't understand at that moment because I was 15. Mm, I don't know. I turned six. No, yeah, I turned 15 that November. He passed away in December, and then
Listen.
I want to say exactly 2 weeks maybe after we left my sister, after I found out the news, my sister brought me back to New Haven. I went to get my clothes and everything from my grandmother that sent me to Connecticut house. She was hugging me, telling me everything is okay. She begged me to stay with her that night, but because I don't know, I was already messed up. My brother just passed away. I was going to the scene where everybody was. I don't know. I didn't. I ended up leaving. Um, a week and a half later, I was I got picked up from school, I believe. I don't know. I don't know. All I remember is getting to the Yale New Haven Hospital, and my mom wasn't telling me on the car ride like what's going on, what happened, what. Mind you, I'm not used to death yet. Yes, I said. So everything was just like I had no idea I was getting ready to go into a hospital for someone else to tell me that someone I'm very, very, very that whew, practically saw me come out my mom's womb is on her deathbed. So it was my grandmother. She I got there in the room and on the elevator I heard in my in my mind I said it's Duke. Duke is my was my grandma. Um, I got there. She was fighting for her life. She had tubes in her. Long story short, couple days, maybe I give it 3 to 5 days after that, we had to put a plug on her, and that was the second person that passed away, and now I was extremely close to, like extremely close. In the midst of all of this, I was being a teenager, and I fell in love with a guy. I fell in love with a person, and we was messing for about a year. We was hiding. I was hiding. Like my bad days, I call it. My shutting away days. Not don't want to listen to nobody. Long story short, we ended up crossing paths, and I fell in love with him. He fell in love with me. We did whatever we could to see each other. Did whatever we could to be there for each other. And mind you, I told y'all this happened in December 2013. I lost those two people. January 20th, 2014 came.
Yeah, it's fine.
That I was so in love with. Someone had to rob them, and they ended up killing that after.
I don't know.
So then, so yeah, January 20th, we made the first homicide victim of 2014. Now, when I got this phone call, it was another, stop playing, no way. My god sister calls me. My god sister calls me and says, Guy. I'm like, hey, what's up? She like, oh, you haven't heard. Everything, by this time, it was the third person. So her voice didn't sit right with me. I'm like, like, heard what? What's wrong now? She chuckled, not chuckles, I chuckled. She takes a deep breath and says, Guy, your boyfriend died. Like that. I'm like, huh? No, I just left him. I just snuck to see him. She's like, no, like he's all over the news. I hear my mom come up the stairs. I turn on the news. I don't see nothing nothing was clear to me but the time. And it was like 5:04 in the afternoon. He passed away at 1 in the afternoon. And we were texting at 12:30 that afternoon. So nothing was making sense to me. I just had woke up from a nap. Wow. I was really tired.
She ain't lying.
My mom, I don't know. I just remember my mom sweeping me up off the floor. I just fell. I don't know what happened at that moment. But that moment was the worst. Like, all these moments are the worst. But that love was different from a family love. So it was the worst. It was different. My mom, I hear her, but I can't hear her. I'm trying to call his sister. She asking me, am I okay? I'm asking her, is she okay? Like, I don't know how she was even thinking about me at this moment. And she had to go identify her brother. So we get to the house. I don't know. I could honestly say I was being too strong. Like I was hurt, I was angry. This is the mad like this was my mad depression. Like I was angry at this point. Angry because somebody took him away. I was angry because the people were around younger than me. They were around my age. And now all I have to deal with, not now, but like saying like at the moment, all I had to deal with the funny stuff, the female rivals for them, male rivals for them, even adult rivals for them. Like everything which way was just coming. Mind you, I said I was really sleepy at that time. Well, I was crazy when I said that. But February, I found out I was a month pregnant with Darrell's child. Just that November, I had turned 16. So, yeah. I was going to be a brand new mom at the age of 16, which was okay with me because it was okay with my mom. Like, like, my mom gave me that attitude at 16 when I was pregnant. She told me, so hold my head up high and don't care what nobody had to say. And that's exactly what I did. If you know me, I already got that. But for my mom to tell me that, it was 10 times worse. I didn't care. High school, I was like, I don't know, I was like a magnet. If you just, it was my love. Like, I love everybody genuinely. So I feel like the love was genuinely that for some people. But, yeah, high school, they tried to send me to all girls pregnant school. I don't know what it was.
What's going on? Come
Went through, well, that month, sorry, fast forwarding. That February came, I found out I was pregnant. It was just, I don't know, it was me, it was my three other sisters, one of the girls was her blood sister. And